Just keep going. Oh man. Honestly. Donald Byrd. What? Seriously?
Cool in the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. The last one. This is amazing.
Yo, VC, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 87. That's right, folks, number 87. This week is a bit of a mailbag episode. Some audiophile selections from around the World Wide Web. Last week I did a video of an amazing jazz collection that me and Jeffrey Lee Puckett went and checked out, and I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting on that video. That was really cool. But that said, let's get into this week's records. Musos Unite, that's right, coming in hot. Bam, Frank Zappa's Hot Rats. Yeah, this is a spectacular record. This is the 50th anniversary pressing of the record on hot pink vinyl, mastered by Bernie Grundman and pressed at Palace in Germany. We all know this record. It's insane. It's you know, you've got a lot of things going on here. Shuggie Otis on bass on Peaches and Regalia, on one track. You've got Captain Beefheart on track 2, on vocals, of course. Frank ripping on guitar on every track. Jean-Luc Ponty playing his fiddle like Steve Vai plays guitar. Yeah, half these songs sound like a Sonic the Hedgehog video game soundtrack. Shades of modern bands like Khruangbin. This is an insane record, primarily instrumental. If you haven't got into Zappa yet, you might really like this as a good place to start. It's on hot pink vinyl. I have opted to keep the inner sleeve that came with the record because it was pretty good. It's like one of those plastic lined sleeves with a set of custom labels from Zappa Records. The Zappa Family Trust, if you will. I also managed to keep my hype stickers. There's the pressed at Palace one, and here's the other hype on my crystal clear sleeve. This is in Zappa's backyard. That's Zappa's swimming pool. This young lady came over. They had a photo shoot, and this badass cover was the result. I love it. I've been trying to get an original pressing of this quite some time to no avail. And I just broke down and said, you know what? I'm going to get the new pressing of it. It's perfect. I never have to worry about it getting damaged and not sounding good. Unless something incredibly terrible happens, which I don't think that is going to happen. But yeah, this was a good option for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and I have a OG of Zoot Allures, but I'm going to get another one just because it's not as clean as I remember. So yeah, Acoustic Sounds has these Zappa records mastered by Bernie Grundman, and I'm going to take advantage of that next. This is a Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab release. It is now out of print, but some are still available, so get it right away. If you have a Cajun Persuasion and you're into the perfect master of slide guitar, bam, you might want to get this. Boomer's Story by Ry Cooder. Yeah. What? This is amazing, by the way. Favorite track is track 2, Cherry Ball Blues. Yeah. Sounds incredible. Big, huge, fat guitar tone, right? Have you ever seen, do you know what a cooter caster is? A cooter caster is a Stratocaster with a very strange assortment of pickups, including a big steel guitar pickup on the back there. Really, really cool. Rackhooter is in fine form on this. Amazing sounding track. I might put Cherry Ball Blues on the You Just Blew My Mind series, but this particular pressing by MoFi sounds incredible on that familiar MoFi label. This was limited probably to 3,000 or whatever. You should get it if you're into Rackhooter at all. This is a fantastic sounding record. My new favorite Rackhooter record. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Speaking of Rackhooter and records that I needed to have in my collection. The Buena Vista Social Club. Yeah, everybody talks about this record. This one is the one that is out currently. It's, what is the label here? Oh, World Circuit, right? Mastered by Bernie Grundman. And from the original analog tapes, of course. This is fantastic sounding. This is one of the classic audiophile records that you need in your collection if you like high quality pressings of records. Amazing cover. This is what the label looks like. Once again, came with pretty good inner, so I just kept them. Chan Chan, great, tune to kick off the record. I mean, this is really nice. It's like 30 something bucks. There's no reason to not have that in your collection now. An original pressing of that is incredibly expensive, and you can get one that sounds absolutely spectacular for mid 30s. So why not? Next, Thelonious Monk on Sam Records. That's right. This is my first Sam Records release. Can you believe it? Dangerous Liaisons, right? It's a movie soundtrack, French movie soundtrack. And this was some unreleased recordings that nobody even knew existed until a few years ago. And Sam Records put it out. It's since been pressed on, I think maybe Impex did a pressing of it. Both are probably pretty darn good. This one sounds amazing. This is really good. Some familiar Monk tracks on here. Look at this cover art. Yeah, boys and girls. The reason why people start smoking is because it looks cool. Okay, look at this. It looks amazing. Custom label, says Monk there. Sam Records, yeah. This is a beautiful pressing of the record. Plays flawlessly. Nice and flat. Super clear sound. This was like $20-something. This is an amazing Monk record. You gotta get it. Next. What I like to do when I'm cooking and things like that is I'll put on Spotify on a Bluetooth speaker that I have upstairs, right? And I'll put on the Blue Note playlist or the Verve, Riverside, Prestige, whatever, and try to get turned on to some new tunes. And some tunes from this record came on, and I was like, what is that? And I looked, and it said it was Ike Quebec, Bossa Nova, Soul, Samba. Bam. This is an Analog Productions record, cut at 45 on 2LP. Yes, I know, 45 is not as convenient as 33. It truly isn't, I mean, you're getting up like every 10 minutes. So, if not sooner. So, this is really good. Kenny Burrell on guitar, sounds fantastic. But Ike Quebec, right? Whew. Talk about a good sounding tenor sax. Big, huge, breathy tone. A lot of ambience on the sax sound. I mean, this was perfectly recorded, and man, it's fat sounding. Really, really fat. It's a spectacular record. It's on Blue Note, right? Now I will talk trash on it for just a second. When you do a double LP and you just I don't like this jacket. It just seems it's just a single jacket. It's kind of flimsy. Come on, Analog Productions, what are you doing to me? But the music on here is amazing. So I would still recommend it. It's not that expensive, and it sounds really, really good. Last but not least, that's right, folks. A while back, I was in Hudson Valley Records or something like that, and I saw an original pressing of this, and it was crazy money. Puckett's got this, and he kind of turned me on to it. And I've been wanting it for a while. I know it's Analog Productions, had it for $35. I thought, okay, now is the time. The legendary Son House, father of folk blues, right? Now, this is super primitive acoustic folk blues, right? And, it's crusty, like most old blues is. That said, considering how long ago this was recorded, this is a fairly decent sounding recording. Incredible cover, right? Iconic even. And this is a very good thing for someone like me to listen to. As a person who is a musician and spend hours honing my chops into like razor blade perfection, I hear this and I realize that perfection is the enemy of good sometimes, and that, I challenge anybody, any musician, to sit down and try to play one of these compositions with authenticity and, like a heartfelt sentiment. It's not easy. This is the real deal. This is it right here. This is as close to the source as you're going to get, right? On the 2i Columbia. This is an amazing record. And you need this. Yeah, John the Revelator, I believe, is on here. It's really good. So, oh yeah, not a huge haul, but some good stuff, some really good stuff. Guess what? I'm sitting here today with, yeah, you guessed it. I haven't done this in a while. 1965 Gibson J45. Just put new strings on it. It's maybe slightly out of tune just because it has new strings. Yeah, I love this guitar. As I was sitting here speaking, I could hear it kind of ringing over there. Just the sound of my voice was making it vibrate a bit. It's really great. Anyway, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave some comments down below. Yeah, until we meet again. That's right, folks. Bob out.
Say when.
Do it. Bam!